I'm Norman Foster, a British architect.
I'm Wang Shu, a Chinese architect.
One Daisy Meek.
Hello, Mr. Wang again.
Hello, Mr. Foster, my friend.
Mr. Wang, thank you for everything you taught me these days. These urban issues and cultural phenomena are really a matter of concern to architects.
According to you, you are not only an architect, you are also a citizen of the city. And I think architects are the first citizen. We should be responsible for the city.
Couldn't agree more. We talk from the colonial phenomenon of urban culture to the history of measurement in the West. And we talked about the connection between measurement and emotions in architect China. Last time you introduced your friend to me. He also talked about the solution to this issue. I thought I should do something about it too.
Mr. Foster, you have a good memory. The disappearance of the native culture of Chinese cities is the crux of the problem, but I don't want to blame either side of it, because we should start to change all this.
Yes, Mr. Wang, urban problems should be solved back in the city. I'm looking for you this time to talk about a collaboration, a cultural exchange between Chinese and British architects.
Mr. Foster, could you elaborate on that? I'm interested but need more details.
Okay, Mr. Wang. I have also exchanged ideas with some of my friends in the UK. Manchester School of Architecture and River Northwest are interested in organizing an event.
What kind of event?
They want to have a cross-cultural collaboration between Chinese architects and the British architects. They will allow further discussion on the subject.
In other words, we bring our own cultural background to an architectural competition. Am I right in understanding that?
I don't understand in that way. In my opinion, that we can make some kind of reconciliation between cultures through this collaboration.
Yes, I think what you say is very good and I would like to join this event. Is there any other information?
The sites were chosen to be Manchester, England and Hangzhou, China. These are the sites that the both know best. However, we should also still choose our specific site more carefully.
That is to say, using the city as a scope and choosing a site yourself and do a design with a specific project direction.
Mr. Wang, yes. Everything else is free. You are free to choose a building site and building type. However, we can create more interaction.
How do you mean?
I suggest the project be divided into Studio 2 and Studio 3. Studio 2 is the project in Manchester that I will lead, but the brief will be controlled by you. Studio 3 is a project in Hangzhou where you will take the lead and I will control the brief.
Of course, our positions can be swapped, right? I'll lead the project in Manchester and you will lead the project in Hangzhou.
Of course, we can fully cooperate. We need to fully immerse ourselves in the city life and the cultural background of both countries and observe the life of the citizens.
Thank you for the invitation. I already have a lot of interesting ideas for this project after the discussion just now. For example, what kind of collision between Chinese temples and your design concept? A Manchester shopping center, how to incorporate some of my ideas. We should both fully respect each other's site and respect each other's culture.
Of course, we are both the first citizens of the city. Of course, we can have a longer time to envision our project.
Yes, it was a pleasure to work with you, Mr. Foster.
It's my pleasure too, Mr. Wang.